This video reviews how to solve equations when you have pronumerals on both sides. So given this first example, the first problem we have to solve is that there is an x on both sides of the equation. To solve that, we're going to get rid of one of the x's. I always move the smallest x because that avoids using negative numbers, which minimises the chance of making a silly mistake. So I'm going to remove the 5x by subtracting 5x on this side of the equation. Note that I've written it under here because that is the only term I could subtract x from, because you can only subtract like terms. I cannot subtract 5x from the 9. If I've subtracted 5x on the right hand side of the equation, I must also subtract 5x on this side of the equation, again making sure I am only collecting like terms. Now if we work out what we've done so far, on this side we have 8x minus 5x, which is 3x. Nothing's happened to this minus 3. Over here 5x minus 5x is 0, and I have just the positive 9 sitting here. This is now looking like the standard equations. You're very good at solving now, and we just solve the equation by using the opposite operation. So to get rid of a minus 3, I'm going to add 3 to both sides of my equation. Over here this is 0, so I have 3x equals 9 plus 3 is 12. In between the 3 and the x is an invisible multiplication. To get rid of multiplication, I'm going to use division. So I divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, just leaving 1x or x, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. And that's my answer. In my second example, I have a negative 4x here and a 6x here. So if I'm going to remove the smallest one, negative 4 is actually the smallest one, so I'm going to remove that term. To get rid of a negative 4x, I'm going to add a 4x. Remember, I'm putting it with the like term to make it easy when I'm working out the answer. So the plus 4x on this side and a plus 4x on this side. On my left hand side, 5 minus 4x plus 4x just gives me 5. On the right hand side, 6x and 4x is 10x, and I have a plus 25. To get the x on its own, I need to remove this plus 25. To get rid of a plus 25, I will minus 25 on both sides of my equation. 5 minus 25 is negative 20. 10x plus 25 minus 25 just leaves me with 10x. In between the 10 and the x is the multiplication, so to get rid of that I'm going to use division. I now have negative 2 equals x, and I rewrite out the other way, x equals negative 2 as the solution to this equation. In my final example, I have a negative 2x here and a negative 7x. If you remove the negative 7x, you're going to get more positive and it's less likely to make a silly mistake. Remember, if you did choose to move the minus 2x, you will get the same solution. You're just going to have more negatives than you're working out. So to get rid of a negative 7x, I'm going to add 7x. Remembering it, I'm writing it under the like terms, plus 7x over here. So on my left-hand side, I have 6 minus 2x plus 7x. Collecting like terms gives me 6 plus 5x. On the right-hand side, when I collect like terms, this is 0, so I just have a 15. To get rid of a 6, I'm going to subtract 6 on both sides. See, again, I'm putting it with the like term. 6 minus 6 is 0. I'm just left with a 5x. 15 minus 6 is 9. In between the 5 and the x is a multiplication, so I'm going to get rid of it by division. So I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so that's just 1x. 9 on 5, I'm going to leave that as the improper fraction 9 on 5. It doesn't simplify, I don't need to write it as a mixed number, and that's my solution.